There is reportedly some issues backstage with CM Punk and Hangman, CM Punk and everyone. Yeah. I feel wrestling fans need something to complain about, and Vince is gone. So now it's Punk and AEW in general. No one's happy backstage. And I'm sure that there are people who aren't happy backstage at AEW. I 100% believe that, but I don't believe it's just like people sitting back there going like, meh, 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 as the majority of the locker room.
I guess there's definitely two clear sides of the locker room. And I think it's basically boiling down to people who are on Cole Cabana's side and people who are on CM Punk's side. Not even Hangman. Like, it's not even people on Hangman's side, or I mean, that's part of it too. But from different things that I'm like reading or hearing from reputable sources, that
Mhm.
it really is becoming like an AEW versus former WWE type backstage environment. And that sucks. Like, I'm sure there's people that are like in the middle. Like, I bet you Claudio is definitely one of those ones that are like in the middle, not he's got friends on both sides. But there's people that are angry at Hangman about his promo that caused Punk to lash back out. But then people are mad at Punk, saying like what he did was unprofessional, and the way that they handle that on BTE fucking killed me when he's in that back room with the Dark Order, like trying to like train them with the nunchucks or whatever the hell they had.
Mhm.
And that production guy is like, Punk's calling you out to the ring. And Hanger's like, shut the fuck up. And like, he just closes the door and like, okay, so that's how they're handling that one. That he just was training the Dark Order in a windowless room. But I'm very, I, I'm bummed because before I had discovered Kenny Omega, CM Punk was my top guy. Like, I absolutely adored him. I was heartbroken when he left. I was on his side at that point when he left because I thought it was pretty fucked up that this part-time movie star comes back and just takes the belt off of him so he can go ahead and headline WrestleMania like that. After like Punk had the title for God, it was like 300 and whatever days, like the longest run in modern history. I just felt like that was a shitty way to end it. I was definitely on Punk's side for leaving, especially like even the stuff that came out afterwards, but like his physical health and his mental health and just all the shit that he went through. So I didn't assume that Punk was the bad guy. Like, just thought, well, yeah, it's a shitty working environment, shitty working conditions. Your health is not taken into account. Like, they don't care about you. Yeah, fucking leave. Like, screw a contract. Now, hearing that issues are also popping up in AEW, you start to think, okay, now this is two major companies that Punk's having issues with. There's a common denominator. Not saying that like WWE was not wrong at all with any of the stuff that they did to him, but maybe we didn't hear the entire story. And I've seen that Triple H CM Punk promo from years ago that's circulating a lot again recently. And people are saying like childhood is agreeing with CM Punk and adulthood is realizing that Triple H was right all along.
Yeah. Yeah. Um it's one of those things where unfortunately, even if none of it is true, like that CM Punk's not thinking about walking out and all this other, it is becoming so pervasive. It's changing how people see him. And that's when things aren't true, like this may or may not be, who knows. Well, we know who knows, but it's not us. Um, it can really wreck someone's career. I don't think CM Punk's in a place where it would wreck his career. Although if he were to leave AEW, he's not going to get that money anywhere else unless he's not going to be able to go to Japan. That's their partner. Can you imagine? There's no way. There's no way. So, um, it's it's just really upsetting. And as I had said to you before we started filming, Again, not saying that Colt Cabana is a perfect human being. He's allergic to cats. But everyone's reports on him and everything we've ever seen is that he is a decent human being, who goes above and beyond for fans, for friends, you name it. Imagine what you have to do to that man as his friend to have him take you to court. Like,
I think it really says something when the two people that he's beefing with the hardest are two of the most pure human beings in that company. Like, no one has a bad thing to say about Hangman, and no one has a bad thing to say about Colt. So I'm erring towards the side that maybe Punk might be the issue.
yeah, yeah, agreed.